regarding availability of land deals. Why hasn't every available holder of developable land already been contacted and made a market offer? And why haven't developers already made these underlying market offers? So, Cody, I'm sure you'll have some things to say about this. I just want to say that, man, luckily that is not the case. If every piece of dirt in the U.S. had already been spoken for, and there was no more room to grow, not only would that be bad news for Cody and I, but bad news just for the housing market in general.
Yeah, I think our country would look a whole lot different, right? Like, so the 2.5 million shortage, I mean, I don't know where we would put those people, but, here's the thing. It's a fair question. Why hasn't this taken place? Well, one is when we say that what we do is a niche market and that there's very few people out there doing it, it's true. It really is true. Hey, if some of my buddies are listening, don't get upset with me when I share this story, but I have a handful of buddies that work for, national publicly traded businesses. And they might have job titles like head of land acquisition or director of land acquisition, right? Well, what happens with these guys is they don't have to go out and they don't go and have to look for off-market deals and do the things that we teach in our course. They're so big, they're so recognized that their form of acquisition is their phone rings and they answer it, right? Which, total respect to them, that's great. But I guess my point is, at the end of the day, if anybody was just going to go and gobble up all the land in their market or their state, which is would be almost unaccomplishable. It really is. It would be those big public companies, but that's not their business model. So those guys love what we do, right? Because if we take a deal through the simultaneous close process and then bring them in, they love it because we just brought them a deal that they otherwise wouldn't have because it was an off-market deal. Or if we go ahead and develop it and we'll sell the finished lots to them. My point is, I don't foresee this ever being the case in my lifetime or my children's lifetime. It's just there's too much land out there for this to even be possible.